Hello, hello. This is Creating Cards with Sherry. I'm Sherry, and I'm so glad that you have joined me today for my Simple Sunday video. I'm going to be doing something today that I haven't done in a long time, and to be quite honest with you, I don't think I've ever made a video of it before. So, because I was just learning, it was in the early stages when I was learning how to make cards and stuff. And that is, I have never shown how to do an exploding card, a box exploding card. And so I'm going to show you how to make one of those today, and we're going to have fun putting one together. You will need a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock to start out with, because this is going to be your biggest piece. And you need to cut it by 11 1/4 by 11 1/4. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do some scoring, okay? And you're going to go 3 3/4. Make sure you have the scoring tab and not your cutting tab, because that could be a problem. And then 7 5/8. Let's see. 7 5/8. And then you're going to turn your sheet 1/4 and you're going to score it those measurements again. 3 1/4 by 7 5/8. All right, and then you're going to do 2 other panels, and one will be smaller than the other. The second one you use a 9 3/4 square inch, and the third one an 1/8 inch. And then after you get them all scored, you're going to cut out the corners, and you just follow on your score line so there's no way to mess it up. All right, so we'll just go through this. I am recording this video ahead of time because Sunday is Father's Day, and I'm going to be spending it with my dad and my family. And it just so happens to be on the same day that it's my husband's birthday. So our celebration is going to be twofold this year. We're looking forward to a good time. All right. I remember when I first was making these exploding cards, there are different types, and the ones that I did were very, they were fun to do, but they were very much involved. And quite frankly, I don't think they turned out all that great, but they were my first ones. And so you live and learn, right? You don't know how to do it, can't get better at it until you give it a shot. So, okay. So this is what's going to happen. You're going to end up with the 3 different sizes, the 11 1/4 square, the 9 3/4, and the 8 1/4. And they're going to lay inside of each other just like this. Okay, I'm going to put that aside for a second, and I'm going to show you how you will make the lid for the exploding box. All right. So this, we take a 6 by 6 square. and we score an inch on all sides. So we're going to go an inch this way, an inch this way, and this way. And on that one, I'm just going to lay my paper trimmer aside. On this one, we're not going to cut the corners, we're just going to cut a slit. And you'll see why in a little bit. So I'm just going to cut that slit, turn the paper, and cut the next one. Okay. All right. Well, I have one that I've started to put together, and I am going to, what did I do with my lid? I'm going to go ahead and do this with you. Hang on just a second. Okay. Oh, maybe it's underneath here. I don't know. I don't know what I did with my, oh, here it is. Okay. Gotta make sure that I have it. All right. My suggestion, we're going to start with the bottom layer. And my suggestion is before you fold the edges up, you lay it flat and you do what you want to do to this piece. In this case, I've taken some of the Bright and Beautiful DSP paper. Now you can fill this with pictures of family members. If you were going to do this for Father's Day, you could do pictures of family members. You could do pictures of events that he was involved, maybe golfing and fishing and, whatever. And you can put those on as well. And you can put this together any way you want. My paper keeps moving. All right, I'm going to use the multi-purpose glue. And I've chosen just to use this pattern for the biggest piece of this card. This is going to be an exploding thank you card. Oops, did I lay that on there right? No, I did. Okay. Just looks like it was cut a little differently, but I know they were all the same size, so. All right. Oh, and by the way, the size of these are 3 5/8 and 3 3/8. I should write that down on this thing. DSP 3 5/8 by 3 3/8. Okay, that'll help me remember when I do the next one. Okay. All right. Then my next piece, I'm actually going to put dimensionals with. And I'm going to put it so that the bottom of my image goes to the inside of this card. Okay. So we're going to put some dimensionals on this. And I might use a little mini for this. I'm not sure if that's going to fit or if it's going to be too big. It might be too big. If they become too big, then we cut them in half. There we go. Now I got to try and get that paper off. There we go. Okay. There's one. And where's my, okay. And I'm just putting all different flowers in this one. And these images, by the way, are from our ephemera packs. All right. So you can, the mix and match packs, you can use whatever you want from those. And you can put them in anything. I was going to do a series of cards with them to show you all the different things you could do with each pack. And then I thought about the exploding card, and I was like, oh, let's just do it with that. So I'm using those ephemera packs. I'm using the beautiful flowers or flowering, I don't remember what it's called, but I'm getting all the flowers from that. And then so that makes it pretty easy to do these. The first one I used the DSP paper. This one I'm using the mix and match. So it will be very easy to put something together, and it will go quickly because of that as well. Okay, now we want to adhere this to go right smack in the middle. So I'm going to take my multi-purpose glue. And we're going to line it up in the middle of that purple section. All right. Now for my small one. I'm going to do some stamping on this one, and I have my black memento. Oops, I just dropped something. There we go. I have my black memento, I have my garden green, and I have my gorgeous grape. And so, again, I want the message to go so that the bottom line is going to the center. All right. Oops, I almost blew it. This one. Now, one thing that you can do then is write your little message in here. Thank you for whatever it is. But since I don't have one that I'm actually giving somebody, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the middle. All right. Let's see here. Do that, and then I'm going to take, oh, don't want that much. Try and put that right there. I think that just went over. Yes, it did. So I'm going to go ahead and just trim that. And that can fold out as well if you wanted to. All right, I'm going to put the caps on all these inks so that we don't get a mess all over the place. While we put this together. Okay, again, this one goes right in the middle of the other one. Just like that. And then I'm going to turn it this way so I remember, whoop. Come on. So I get it all in the same direction. Okay, and then I'm going to start folding. Now you got to be careful with some of your images if you're going to do something like that. Okay. In fact, maybe what I should do, if I can move this, move it in just a little bit. Okay. Then I'm going to fold this. And I just use my bone folder so that I get that nice crisp fold in there. Okay. And then I'm going to fold these as well. Oh. And the last ones. You can kind of see how this is going to be considered an exploding card once you get all these folds in here. All right, I think I did them all. Just make sure one more time. Okay. Now let's go to the lid. I chose to use this image from that ephemera pack. And they have some black and white images in there. And what's nice about these, they look great just the way they are, but you can also color them if you would like to. So that would be totally your decision, but they are versatile in that way. to spin it so that it fits right in that square. And then I'm going to use the word thanks because this is a thank you card. And I'm going to put my dimensionals on those. Okay, then you're going to need some tear-in tape. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a couple of pieces of tear-in tape right on each of those corners that have a slit. Ooh. Okay. Wasn't expecting that to grab like that. But it's okay because it's going to be tucked underneath you. You won't even see it. Okay. Then we're going to take the paper off this. And I always use my take your pick tool because it's so thin and it's hard to get in there. And if you don't have long nails or anything, it is definitely the route you want to take. And here's the whoop. My thing keeps falling out. I don't know about this. I might have to get me a new one. It might just be worn out. Okay. Then what we do is we're going to fold this over like this. And attach the square. All right. Actually, if you haven't already used your bone folder on this, you need to do that first. Otherwise, they won't bend right for you. Okay. All right. And I'm just going to do this side so I've got the two opposite corners together. There you go. And there you have your cover. All right. And then if we put this all together, we have a box for them. And you can do all sorts of things at that middle. You can write a message. You can leave a little treat in there. You can do whatever you want. But as you saw, when I took the lid off, it exploded out. And the receiver can read everything and look at everything. It just makes a really unique card and a lot of fun. So I hope that you enjoyed this video today and that you'll give this a try in making your own exploding box card. All right. I want to, let's see if there's anything else I need to tell you. I don't want to forget. Don't forget that we do have our bundle sale going on right now. You can get the stamp set and the die cuts for 10% off, and our mini and regular cut and emboss machines, they are both 10% off as well. So you don't want to forget that sale that goes until the end of this month. You also have until the 10th of July to purchase the Paper Pumpkin Painted Petals. It's going to be really nice. Watercolors, all sorts of beautiful, fun things that will fit the spring and summer theme. All right. Well, thanks again so much for joining me today. You have a fantastic weekend. I hope that you enjoy your time with your family and Father. And we will see you again on Tuesday for my Tickled Tuesday video. Bye now.